My name is Amanda Coburn and I've came here to have a gastric bypass. In the past I've had surgeries done in lots of different countries. I've stayed in lots of different hospitals having private procedures done. I used to be a size 32 and went for a gastric band. I went in the UK to the hospital group for a gastric band and I wouldn't let them touch my toenails after that, because once I had that done, I came out of surgery and immediately after surgery the wound was still wide open, hadn't been stitched or nothing. Approaching the nurse, I said, you know, this is pouring of blood, and she said, surgeons have gone home and we have no glue to glue it. So I left that hospital that day and the taxi driver that took us back home had to stop at different pharmacies to get packings to take the blood from going all over his taxi. 3 days later I ended up with a major infection. Then as the years went by, I'm 4 years into it and I've lost all my weight, but a lot of complications I had with this band, with it being damaged, with being exposed to the fresh air anyway. Then I was in a domestic violence, but before the domestic violence, I had surgery all over my body to take off the loose skin and everything. So I've been in lots of hospitals in different countries to have that done. I've been to Poland, I've been to England, I've been to Brazil, and none of them do what they do here. Here you have the aftercare. They don't ask you, do you want aftercare? It's just automatically there. Where I paid for 3 years aftercare, and from having every operation I've had done everywhere else, I've never seen a surgeon after it. He's never even come round, even after you've had the operation or anything. I've never seen nobody, no aftercare, no 3-year aftercare, nothing. Then, as I say, I was in the domestic violence and my stomach was kicked on the outside of us. I was in Spain at the time, and Spain done nothing. So you came back home when you eventually got back home, and obviously the stomach had corroded and there was lots of problems inside of us. So dealing with that and moving on with my life, I then met somebody, moved on with my life and met somebody who knew how I felt about gaining the weight again, that I wanted this gastric bypass. So I looked all over. I wouldn't go to the other places that I had went to because I've seen how their results is for the gastric bypass. So I booked with Irmet. I came here, and with the domestic violence I suffered MS through the cause of it, and it stopped us from physically exercising. Before that I was into bodybuilding, and then I came here unbeknown what was lying ahead of us, because I'd watch videos like everybody does. You watch videos, you follow what you do on your social media and stuff like that, but it doesn't prepare you for what you're getting when you actually get to the hospital. So when I arrived at the hospital, my worst worry was travelling on my own and getting off the flight on my own having MS. Was that driver going to be there for us? That driver was there well before I even got off the plane. So I had no worries about anything like that. I was brought to the hospital and the staff immediately greet you, take you to your room, and you get 5-star treatment from right the way from the cleaner, the interpreters. You're never left in the dark. You know step by step everything that they're doing to you. And then you get all your tests and everything. You get your blood tests, you get all your tests, you get your COVID tests and everything. That's all in with your price and everything. And then the surgeon comes to see you, your anaesthetist comes to see you, and my surgeon came to see me. And that man's hands is gifted. He saved my life because I had so much wrong inside of me. And I've had all these tests, what they've done here in England, and they have not came up and said, you've got this wrong with you, you've got that wrong with you. And coming here, by doing tests, they found everything, haven't they? Just everything that's wrong with us, and they put everything right. Nothing is a bother. We'll sort that, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do this. Nothing is the bother for them. And when I can't believe, even to leaving to the tests and everything, I've got a portfolio to take home like that. I had nothing like that anywhere else I went. You're getting discharged and that's it. Every documentation, everything is in double. One for you, one to give to your GP, one for you, one to give to your GP. You've got everything. And I would highly recommend, you know, don't even think about it. Just do it, do what I did. Just go for it, just go for it. At the end of the day, you can come here and you might have underlying problems like I did, and this surgery will save your life. I'd like to thank all the staff at Irmet, down from the cleaner right the way up to the surgeons. 1000%, more than 1000%. I owe my life to them, and I will be back next year.